No, he missed the game.
But he did better research.
He act like he's just playing and they lost. They missed games.
Who in October?
Well, you trust him. You trust your guy.
Who in October is more on top of the NBA than he is? All right, Steve, what do you like?
A lot of
Denver
people.
over 51 and a half?
A lot of people.
I can name a few. I can name one or two. Who's a presidential candidate?
No, that's true, too. Maybe not this past October, but I love Denver. So I took Denver. So all year long I've been focused on Denver. They're a little careless. They've lost a lot of bad games. They lost the Wizards twice. They lost the Bulls last week when the Bulls went crazy in the fourth quarter. Yesterday, they can't lose that game. No Naz Reid and no freaking DiVincenzo. He's out because of the suspension. You got to win that game, and they're trying to get to the 2 seed. So from that standpoint, I don't completely trust them, and they're not a very good defensive team. They score.
And depth.
You trust Minnesota more?
They beat them last year, Minnesota. Minnesota's got a little more of a better combination. I might trust the T-Wolves more.
Minnesota's beating them 6 straight.
6 straight times.
I hear you with that.
You don't beat Jokic 6 straight.
I'm with you on the individual matchup. I'm talking about the whole body of work compared to the Western Conference. So, you trust Minnesota to get further in the Western Conference than Denver?
I can't right now because Minnesota might end up in that play-in, which means they got to play the extra games and all that. Denver doesn't have to worry about that. But Stevie's 100% right. If I was motivated, if I was a coach in that Western Conference to avoid the play-in, so Golden State, the Clippers, and Memphis, teams like that got to avoid that. The second thing is what Stevie said: stay away from OKC in the conference final. And so as a result, don't drop to that 4th seed. Don't deal with OKC. Don't deal with them in the second round. Deal with them in the conference final. Houston, first one in the postseason. You can beat Houston in a 7-game series in the second round. OKC be dangerous. And right now, that 2 seed is up in the air, as you said, in that conference.
All I'm saying, Doggy, is I know for a fact Denver has a variety of ways they would guard Ant Edwards that he has not seen yet.
Well,
they're ready to implement.
Hold on. We can't just say that.
I know that.
But who sent Denver home last year?
I agree.
But I'm just saying, they sent them home.
I agree. But so the entire offseason, do not think for 1 second that they weren't scheming on when they see him again in the playoffs, what else they're going to throw at him.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, but what I'm saying to you, Jay, is this. If I took you out in the 7-game season, I won a game 6 and then a game 7 on the road, on your home turf, and then I come to the regular season, all right? Carl Anthony Towns is gone. There's Julius Randle there now, okay? I get that part. But I still beat you all 4 times I go up against you. I beat you the last 6 times. I mean, at some point in time, you trying to tell me they're going to show me something I haven't seen come playoff time?
Yes.
That they haven't. I didn't see last year, and I didn't see at any point this year?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Can we bet a Tom Ford suit on it? Can we run that back?
Well, you asking me to bet, though.
If they meet in the playoffs. If they meet in the playoffs. If they meet in the playoffs.
I'm not telling you that Minnesota would beat Denver because I don't know if the other cats are going to show up. But I'm talking about, you want to have a bet that whatever scheme they come up with, they're going to stop Anthony Edwards? I will bet you a suit on that.
Well,
I bet you ain't nobody stopping Anthony Edwards.
Well, it depends on how you define stop. Your shooting percentage.
He'll average 30.
On what shooting percentage? Because if he's averaging 30 on 30% shooting, that ain't so good.
That's difficult math for him.
42 or 43.
Who do you have coming out of the? Who do you have in the Western Conference Finals?
I think you know math is not that difficult for me these days. But that's something for another. I think you know that.
Try
the point
to be
that I'm trying to make
you can divide 5 into 120.
No, Jay, who do you have in the Western Conference Finals?
As of right now, I might have OKC and Golden State.
OKC. Save that. Well, I want to get to the Warriors later.
Golden State.
That's a tease.
I'm starting to lean
That
towards
is a tease.
You see how he does?
I could be.
I'm
starting to.
Okay.
Wait.
No.
It's fluid.
We're going to get into that in just a bit. Stephen A., is Jokic the MVP?
You know what, Molly? No. To me, I don't mind anybody who feels differently, particularly after a performance like that last night. But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been spectacular and spectacularly consistent. This brother is something to behold. And I am not going to jump off that bandwagon with what we see. The man had 4 50-point games since the new year started. Okay, he's gone like 25-plus straight games, scoring 25 or more. I mean, I understand what Jokic brings to the table. He's bigger, he's stronger. I mean, can't jump onto a curb and you can't stop him. He's phenomenal. I get that part. All-time great, no doubt.
Agreed.
But there's been plenty of times. Listen, Karl Malone won the MVP one year when Michael Jordan was still the best player in the league. Nobody's questioning that Jokic is the man, is the best. But the year that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is having, following up what he did last year, because he got my vote last year, I'm not taking that away from him because Shai will go out tonight. Yeah, he ain't going to drop 61. Shai will go out tonight, drop 45 or something. This is a 45 and 12 or whatever. He's a model of consistency for the best team in basketball. He's that dude. I'm not taking.
He's 12 games. He's 12 games better in the standings. And let me make one correction. My era, they were 2-2 in the regular season, and the Lakers get the tiebreaker because they're winning the division. Denver won't. So if they do finish tied, LA gets to 3, Denver gets to 4th, which goes back to his original point. Play Houston instead of OKC in the second round of the NBA Western Conference.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I think that's important.
Yeah.
I would also say I'm with you on Shai. At some point, we have to reward the way you did your work throughout the body of the season.
Yes.
And by the way, he hasn't been talking about the MVP. He's been talking about winning it. There's something about that, too.
It's me that's been talking about it because I voted for him last year. And I'm going to vote for him this year unless he fell off, he dropped off, which he has not. He has been a model of consistency, and we point to everything that Oklahoma City has done, but he still stands head and shoulders above the crowd in OKC. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is something special, and he's going to get my vote if it were today.
Can we just go back for a second because I have to catch a flight to San Antonio? We going Edwards averaging 30 on 50% shooting? Is that
Not 50, not 50.
Well, why?
45. You say 45.
He tries to steal
45.
people's money.
All day. His money? This is new money. I need
this guy
new money.
walks out of set with a stack of
45?
Stack of shoe boxes.
47.5.
We
47.5.
got the taxes, man. You know what I'm saying?
45.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
I don't want to hear about taxes because
We'll
some
go
of us
45.
play New York
I'll go
taxes.
45%.
Okay, so just take it down a notch.
I'm just saying. Oh, I'm still paying it until this year.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, taxes still
wants to
better.
hear about your taxes.
Oh, that is about to be migrated. Absolutely. Okay, that's changing. That's changed, but it's changing. Yeah.
Must be nice. What a time. That's all I got.
To be alive.
Wow, and you've got.
It only took me 40 years. Thank you very much. But go ahead.
Well deserved.
Thank you very much.
And I made fun of him and Jay about their brackets because they all pick one seed.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, I'm done. He's in the finals.
That's
right.
right. 7 and 8.
That's lame.
4-4.
And you deserve it.
You have fun
What's
with
lame? What's lame?
Well, I took BYU.
It's the second time it's ever happened in the history of the NCAA.
No, I said it's lame that you went all chalk on your bracket.
Jay,
not that happened.
Jay,
that we
this
get
year
to
was
see.
easy. This year was easy.
This year was easy?
You really took that
To
personal.
pick the 1 seeds? Because it happens all the time.
Yeah, why didn't you do
It never. How come you didn't pick it then if it's so damn easy?
Why did it be
Because
different?
we're trying to have fun.
Yeah, I am
Let's
different.
make money.
No, it's a little Cinderella.
Well, I figured if I get lucky
How's
with
that
BYU.
working out for you?
You owe me
Not well.
money.
Is you
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't.
The women are about to
Hey,
win.
man.
The women
I'll
are
get
about to
back
win
to
the title, and we almost beat Florida, and that's a way better team. So don't even get me started on that.
true.
You know that could have happened.
I agree.
And I didn't even think a three-peat was possible.
always comes
Could have
back.
been a
Where you
UConn.
going, man? Where you got lease early, man? Where you going?
Final Four. I got San Antonio.
Final Four ain't till Saturday.
Well, I got to get down there.
I mean,
got other
damn,
hits I gotta
it's
do.
Wednesday.
You can't be
You
the
know
only
what
one
I'm
that gets
saying?
your money.
I'm just saying you can't go this afternoon. You got to leave now. I mean, damn.
This is what
It
they
is
tell me.
No, he missed the game.
But he did better
He
research.
act like he's just playing and they lost. They missed games.
Who in October?
Well, you trust him. You trust your guy.
Who in October is more on top of the NBA than he is? All right, Steve, what do you like?
A lot of
Denver
people.
over
A lot of
51
people.
and a half?
A lot of people.
I can name a few. I can name one or two.
I love
He was a presidential candidate.
No, that's true, too. Maybe not this past October.
Yeah.
But I love Denver, so I took Denver. So all year long, I've been focused on Denver. They're a little careless. They've lost a lot of bad games. They lost the Wizards twice. They lost the Bulls last week when the Bulls went crazy in the fourth quarter. Yesterday, they can't lose that game. No Naz Reid and no freaking DiVincenzo. He's out because of the suspension. You got to win that game, and they're trying to get to the 2 seed. So from that standpoint, I don't completely trust them, and they're not a very good defensive team. They score.
In depth.
You trust
score.
Minnesota more?
They beat them last year, Minnesota. Minnesota's got a little more of a better combination. I might trust the T-Wolves more.
Minnesota's beating them 6 straight.
6 straight times.
I hear you with that.
You don't beat Jokic 6 straight.
I'm with you on the individual.